Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Helka empath. I just like to do these little talks on how I feel about things, and I felt so good about yesterday. I'm like, why don't you suit up and show up again? You got all this. I must have freaking 50 dress shirts and 25-ish bow ties from the olden days. I was thinking about it. 8-8. The 8-8 portal. Lionsgate 8-8. I'm stubborn. I'm fire sign. I'm an Aries, and astrology is very, very important to me. And I implore everyone. I think everyone should know their chart, and people in their close relations. It can make things a lot easier. And Mom's a Sagittarius. She's setting her ways, and I'm setting my ways, and it is not easy for me to freaking sometimes because she burned her face with some lotion last week, and she keeps rubbing it, and it keeps irritating it, and I'm just like, leave it alone. And she's like, every time I go in the living room I see her, because she gets stuck in a loop, and she's a sovereign free spirit, and she wants to rub her face, she can rub her face, but I'm just like, dude, I know, seen the results of some pretty gnarly infections from that, stuff like that. So because of what I've seen historically, I want her to not, for her own good, but she doesn't recognize it. So what do? I'm not going to tie her hands to the chair. She doesn't rub her face, All I can do is offer her the tools, and that's what I kind of do with this tube here, this channel, is I have spent freaking 20, 18, 19 years in drug and alcohol recovery. Went to college for IT. I was in the Air Force. I was a mechanic. I have all this vast experience. When I was a baby, I was raped and sexually molested as a toddler. I drank and consumed alcohol and did all kinds of stuff related to that accumulated baggage, shame on me, until I decided that these were learning experiences, and the shame wasn't mine. And if other people want to have shame for having those occasions, that they can put the shame on them, because shame just causes dis-ease. When people don't deal with their emotions and they stuff and stuff and stuff, it sits in your parts. See, there's so much stuff to science, even when you pop your knuckles. I'm not a knuckle popper. I don't like it. I had a brother who used to hold me down and pull on my toes until they popped. So I don't like it. But there are gases in there. But I am an advocate for physical exercise and keeping mobile and stretching, because if you do not use it, you lose it. And I think a lot of people have just lost their ability to do so many things because they just checked out. Why bother? There's a lot of why bother feeling. Amnesty International put a freaking travel advisory on the United States of America. That ain't great. When people are saying don't go there because they don't have their shit together. So don't go to America. That's the imbalance. And the imbalance is at the top. People that have so much and give so much to things that cause so much harm for profit. Well, that is the stuff that is dying away, rest assured, because more kids are tugging on their parents' leg going, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. So if the adults aren't going to speak out against the oppressors, then their children are going to make them. Because that's how the meek is going to inherit the earth. It's the sensitives. We got to leave a planet to the sensitive people. We can't leave it freaking war-torn and freaking savaged and unable to produce, and say, it's somebody else's problem. It's all that mentality that is dying away, and I'm glad to see it go. I looked up the ICE website today, ice.gov. Just ice.gov, and they were talking about trafficking and stuff like that, how they're like the offenders. They cause so much of it. Because think about how many boys and girls into that to the system, because that's what they had to turn to make money to survive, because you took their parents away. It's like all these big and all these big entities, they have so many rules. ask them what the rules are. They don't even know. They don't even know. But the thing of it is, since the ironic part about the 8/8 is that was the last day that I was employed by a company. Now I look after Mom, and I've been trying to, yes, I have been trying to find ways to supplement my income, and I've had all kinds of great ideas. I just haven't met my match in frequency, you know. See, I can be me bopping around the world, woo 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 woo, but unless I find other people like me, I'm just bopping around the world looking for people like me, you know. You like my bow tie today? Mom helped me pick it out. I had my yellow with like light blue paisley, and then I put this up against there and up against it, and she went, wow. And I was like, see, Mom, I put things together that people don't think about, but they turn out okay. They turn out okay. You know? Now my life, it's coming back. It's coming back around. After the dogs ate this morning, I got to just lay there and feel positive energy. Just lay there in elation, you know? Just contentment, just ease. No dis-ease. Got to do a body scan, you know? I think it's my blessing for having my you know, it's like there's about 3 days out of the month I don't have a migraine. So this is that day. I'm gonna embrace it, you know. So I came out under my favorite tree and did some stretching, and, you know, let Mom be Mom in there. Let her be her, you know. She's just, the thing is I'm a talker and she's not a talker, and it's hard because I feel energy, and I know that she just a lot of people would just rather not bother. They're not going to speak up with what they want and their desires because they'd rather not bother. Well, some of us just want you to feel better, you know. People call it codependency. I call it empathy. See, it's all how the context of what you put on words and people. You have controllers. You want people that just want everyone to be free, and then you have people that have some kind of division. That's all you got. Freedom, control. Freedom, control. People want control. People want freedom. That's, you know, it's positive, negative. We all have positive, negative in us. What is winning? Do we have more negative vibrational energies in us? Is that what's winning? Is that what motivates us? Stomp on everyone you know, care about, to get where you want to go in life, you know, and to be around people you want to be, money, property, prestige, you know? Is that what you were born to do? Because you can't take any of that with you. And then what happens is when you come back in the next carnation, oh, you got to make up for that too. You know, the spirit, it grows in what its vibration is and where it rests. At its state of rest, it grows from that. So if you start from a negative place, you're going to grow in negativity, greed, lust, all that low vibrational stuff. You grow in love. Try to get closer to that vibration of love. See, that's what I'm looking for. I know it exists. I just am looking for it with other people consistently, equally balanced. Because I'm the little giver. I'm the little engine that gives, you know. Take all I got. And then it just doesn't get fun anymore. Because I forgot to learn that it was a two-way street until I was older in life, and now I know. Now I know it's so good that I don't even bother. I won't even bother unless it's a two-way street, yeah. And I'm seeing the world come to that. More people are going inside because people aren't worth hanging out with. So they go with inside, and they're starting to learn about themselves. They're starting to learn about their own birth charts and how they are and how this relates to that. And, oh, you know, there's birth charts that tell you that it's not a good day to fly. And I wonder how many of those people in Pink's plane had those alignments in their chart that crashed, you know. It's like you can take warning or, you know, see what happens. It's free will. We all have that choice. But the only thing that we can't take is somebody else's essence, somebody else's light. No. You hold somebody down and restrain them. You take their freedom, their light, their spark. You instill fear in them. That is the lowest vibrational vibration that there is. So all these big macho men and women swinging their armor around, because it's women too. It's not just men, it's women too. Your authority, your power, your just because I can. Well, just because you can do something doesn't mean you oughta. We all have free will. I don't know how these people live with themselves. There are so many people that do stuff every day. I do not know how they live with themselves. I'm guessing that's probably why they need so much Viagra, and that they have so much love missing in their life, and joy and goodness, and because they have to consume so much to feel good, or drink so much to mask that freaking low vibrational feelings, because you're separating families and you're doing all this stuff that freaking all these ideologies forever said don't do, and you're doing it. Why? Because you're for a paycheck. You know, get a different career field. You know, you have that free choice, and these are the choices that people are making on purpose. It's very inhumane. But it is actually more humane, and people have been lying about humanity the whole time. What's that game called? Something Against Humanity. Anyway, it was kind of funny. I'm going to wrap up with this. I've been watching, ain't a lot of, pickings are slim on shows to watch these days. Either I've watched them or ain't nothing worth watching these days. And I started watching Veronica Mars and on the last season. And you know, and this is just pretty much apropos for the time of ages, is she goes out to her car and these people sit on her hood, and she starts the car, and they turn around, they look, and they go back to the conversation with the other group, and then she's, you know, and then finally she honks, and they turn around and look at her like, gosh, bitch, you know, and she was like, yeah, and I'm the asshole. And that is the narrative of the world, and until that changes, we're going to keep getting what we get. And people are going to need to keep them, just freaking plan ahead. And it's dumb for any female or male to go out on a hike themselves and not let one person know your exact route. That stuff is dumb. That's OPSEC, operational security, risk management. Let somebody know where you're going to go. So that way, if you end up a ravine, they'll find you quicker, because you aren't paying attention. You're trying to get an Ussie with your back to a canyon. It's just, you know, there's so many things that are easily, it's easier to get out of a problem or stay out of a problem than it is to get out of one, and yet people just, I don't know, I guess they like the chaos. I don't know. I don't, but anyway, that's all I got. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.